Okay, hello, good evening everyone. So for this video, I'm going to explain for this question here involving a quadratic function. Okay, now I'm gonna read the question first. The path of a diver is modeled by the function of f of x equals to minus 9x squared plus 9x plus 1, where f of x is the height of the diver in meters above the water, and x is the horizontal distance in meters from the end of the diving board. So most of the time we need to illustrate what happened here, so I'm going to draw an x and y axis like this to see what really happened. Okay, so in here it said that we have the function, and then fx is the height of the divers in meters, so it is vertically, so it's like the height. So I'm gonna write down fx is the height, right? But the height above the water, so the ground zero is going to be the water level. Okay, and the x is the horizontal distance, right, in meters from the end of the diving board. So if I illustrate it like this, so let's say I have a diver over here, so this is a person here, right? So this is going to be the end, this point here is going to be the end of the board, for example, and the height is going to be from here to here, right? This is the height, and then maybe if it jumps, right, this is going to be the height, and so on, right? So yeah, so that's going to be like the vertical distance, right, from the board. So notice that the ground level, the 0 0 here, the point 0 comma 0 is actually the water level here. So this is water, right? And then it's like above of this board over here, right? Okay, now let's answer question 1. It's coming right now. The f of x equals to minus 9. Okay, maybe I'm not going to put it over here, put it somewhere else. I will get put here f of x equals to minus 9x squared plus 9x plus 1. Okay, let's go to question A. What is the height of the diving board? So notice that the diving board is over here, right? This is the diving board, and this is the point over here, so which means that we are looking for this height over here. So notice that the x value, right, the x value is the horizontal distance from the end of the diving board, because you're on the end of the diving board, meaning that question A is where the x value is equals to 0, because you haven't go anywhere to the left or to the right of that point, right? So which means that that's going to be like the x equals to 0. So the horizontal distance is equals to 0. So if the horizontal distance is equals to 0, you can find the height, right? Because the fx is the height. So which means that you can just plug in the 0 into this equation here. So that will be f of 0 equals to minus 9 times 0 squared, and then plus 9 times 0, and then plus 1, and that will be just equals to 1. So which means that we can conclude that the height of the board is 1 meter above the water level, right? So this is going to be 1 meter over here. Okay, that's the question A. Let's go to question B. What is the maximum height of the diver? Again, because if we illustrate this, what happened to the diver is that he will jump, right, and he will go like this and going like this, right, and he will like go to this water here over here, right? So we have this maximum point here, right? This is the maximum height that this person can jump. Yeah, so this is actually the same thing as the vertex, right? So this is going to be the vertex, and we know that we can find the vertex by using the formula, right? So the x vertex using the minus b over 2a, and then after you get the x vertex, you want to find the y vertex just by plug in that number into the equation. So let's do it one by one. So which means that question B, I'm going to write down over here. So the maximum height, right, maximum height will be the y vertex, right? So remember that the when I say height means that it's going to be the y, right? So in order to find the vertex, we can find the x vertex first by using the formula minus b over 2a, right? So from this function over here, this function, right, I'm gonna copy that. Maybe wait, I'm gonna copy this function here. Wait, Okay, I'm copy. I'm gonna make sorry. Okay, I'm gonna put it over here. Okay, here we go. So you might want to write down, well, what is the value of a, b, and c. Be very careful when you determine the value of a, b, and c. The a is the coefficient of x squared. For this one, this is the a, and the b is going to be the coefficient of x, and the c is just the constant in which it doesn't have any variable on it. Okay, so when you want to find the x vertex, they will be just minus 9. 9 is from here because that's the b, and then over 2 times, and then the a is going to be this one. It's going to be minus 9, right? So which means that this is going to be, if you use the calculator, or yeah, you can do manual calculation. It's just minus 9 over 2 times minus 9. You can cancel the 9 minus 9. It'll be just 1 over 2. Okay, so the x vertex is 1 over 2, or you can change this into like a decimal number. It's up to you. There'll be 0.5 meters. Okay, so that is just the x vertex. Okay, I'm just gonna stick with the fraction. Yeah, so what you're looking for is the y vertex. Means that you need to plug in that 1 over 2 into this equation, right? There'll be minus 9 bracket 1 over 2 squared, and then plus 9 times 1 over 2, and then plus 1, and then that will be equals to minus 9. This is 1 over 4, and this is 9 over 2, and then this is just 1, and then you can multiply that. That would be minus 9 over 4 plus 9 over 2, and then plus 1. And then if you do the calculation manually, you need to make the denominator all the same. So the LCM of 4, 2, and 1, which is going to be 4, so all is going to be 4. This is just minus 9. This is going to be 18 because 2 times 2 is 4, so 9 times 2 is equals to 18. And the last one is, this is going to be 4 because 1 is equals to 4 over 4, right? So you only need to add them. There will be minus 9 plus 18 is going to be 9. 9 plus 4 is going to be 13. So it'll be 13 over 4. Or if we convert this into decimal, that's just like 13 divided by 4. There will be 3, and you have 12, and then 1, and then you have a point here, a decimal number, and then 10 you get 2, and 8 you get 2 again, and then you get 5. There will be 3.5 meter. Okay, so what does that mean? This number here is going to be the vertex, the y vertex. So if we go back to this illustration again, so the vertex will be 1 over 2, because we know that the x vertex is 1 over 2 from here, right? This is the x vertex. And then the y vertex is over here. This is 3.25 or 13 over 4. So maybe I'm going to write down in decimal for the vertex. That will be 0.5, comma 3.25. So what does that mean? That the maximum height that the diver will reach is 3.25 above the water level. Okay, so just right now, what is the maximum height of the diver? So you can say that the maximum height is 3.25 meter, okay, above the water level. Okay, so that's for question B. Okay, for question C, describe where the diver is ascending and where the diver is descending. Okay, ascending means going up, descending means going down. So you can actually see it from this graph here. Yeah, the diver will go up from the position of x equals to 0 until the position of x equals to 1 over 2 or 0.5. So after he got x distance of just half of meter, right, he will go down, which means that he will go descending. So we can just like said that, okay, so which means that the diver, right, the diver will ascending from 0 meter to half of meter horizontally from the edge, yeah, right, the edge of the board, and then and will descend after that. Yeah, so after half of meter going horizontally from here to here, this is like only half of meter, and then he will go down, means that he is going to be descending.